All right, let's talk about something huge, something that's at the very core of faith, but we don't always get it right. We're talking about trust, but not the kind someone just tells you to have. No, we're exploring the kind of deep, unshakable trust that's built, brick by brick, through what you actually live through.
You know that feeling, right? That sense that the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You've got this problem, this situation, and it feels like you're the only one who can possibly fix it. You just keep turning it over and over in your head, looking for a way out.
And that moment, that's so key. It's when we're so deep inside the problem, so busy trying to figure it out on our own, that we completely forget we don't have to. That pressure, that feeling of being totally isolated, that's usually the first red flag that our trust is starting to crack.
Okay, so the big question is, how do we even start to see these blind spots in our own lives? Well, it begins with a little bit of honest self-reflection. Think of it like mapping out your own personal valleys, the places where trust is missing and self-reliance has taken over.
And what's really fascinating here is just how down-to-earth these signs are. I mean, really think about it for a second. Are you that person who's always trying to figure it out alone? Is there a part of your life where you just seem to struggle constantly? Or maybe, just maybe, you're looking for comfort or security in things other than God. These aren't meant to make you feel bad. They're just signposts, really. They're pointing to the exact spots where a deeper trust needs to be built.
Let's just pause on that for a moment. This is the question that can change everything. If you can pinpoint that one specific area, that one relationship or that career decision or that personal fear, you've just found your starting point. You've found the place to try a totally new approach.
And this is where everything changes. This is the turning point in the whole story. It's about making a conscious choice to pivot away from just trying harder on your own and toward actively seeking God right in the middle of all the chaos and confusion.
And here's the thing that's so freeing about this. It's not some complicated ceremony. You don't need to have the right words. You don't need to have the solution figured out before you ask for help. It's simply about showing up. It's about bringing your mess, your frustration, your questions, and just being there, exactly as you are.
You see, this completely flips the script on what we're trying to do. The goal is no longer to just pile up facts about God like you're studying for a test. The goal becomes something so much deeper. It's about really getting to know His heart, His character, and feeling His presence, not just in church, but in the small, messy, everyday moments of your life.
So, how does just showing up turn into something solid, something real? Well, this leads us to this really powerful idea. True trust isn't something you're just taught. It's something that gets carved into your very being by what you go through.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. It's talking about a kind of truth that becomes a part of who you are. It's not head knowledge from a book, it's heart knowledge that you earn. It's a truth you have to live and feel to really understand.
This is the perfect way to picture it. Think about a little kid. You can tell them, "I love you," 1,000,000 times. But what really makes them believe it, it's the experience. It's being caught every time they fall, being comforted when they get hurt, being guided when they're lost. Those countless moments are the proof. The experience is what gives the words real meaning. And what's so crucial to remember is that this isn't just about the tough stuff. Think about David from the Bible. His trust was built just as much in those incredible victories that left him breathless as it was in those dark valleys that drove him to his knees. It's the fact that God shows up across the whole spectrum of life that forges a trust that can truly last.
Okay, so that's the process. But what's the result? What actually happens when we make that shift and start this journey of seeking? Well, it all comes down to a promise, a really reliable foundational promise.
It really boils down to this super simple but powerful cycle. You start by seeking, you just intentionally turn to God when you need Him, and that seeking inevitably leads to finding. You start to see His character, His presence, in a way that's real and personal to you. And when you find Him again and again, that naturally builds a trust that's based on actual evidence, not just blind hope.
And this is all built on one of the most beautiful promises you can find. Those who know your name, which really means knowing His character, who He is, trust in you. Why? For you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. That's the guarantee. Anyone who is genuinely looking will not be left alone.
And wow, what a result that is. The end goal of this whole journey isn't a life with no problems. It's a deep, settled confidence. It's a trust that's so woven into your own personal story, all the times you were caught and comforted and guided, that it just becomes
well, too real to ever doubt. All right, as we start to wrap things up, let's just pull all of these threads together into one final powerful idea.
When you boil it all down, this is the one truth that holds everything together. The journey from trying to do it all yourself to having this deep, abiding trust, it's all built on this one unshakable fact. A searching heart is never, ever turned away. That invitation is always open.
You know, that simple idea that a searching heart is never turned away is just such a powerful message of hope. In closing, if you like this, like and share this link. It really helps the channel reach more people that need to hear God's word.